So what is about to happen with Shaunie's future over at Basketball Wives? Girl, it ain't looking good for you, sis.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
So what's going on, y'all? I've decided to give you all an update of what's going on with Basketball Wives, giving the recent news that thatgrapejuice.net posted. Shout out to them. They've always been really nice to me. They ran a report and said that Shaunie O'Neal to lose producer position on Basketball Wives? Question mark. They're citing a website that is similar to Lipstick Alley, like a blog. And they're saying that sometimes this website be accurate. A lot of times they be accurate, and they're just saying that, you know, sources are telling them that Shaunie has to make a decision between, you know, staying on the show and not being a producer, or being a producer and not being on the show. So let's read the story. Decision time for the former wife of permanent A-list athlete turned non-stop spokesperson for any company that will write a check. The former wife is now a reality star, but also a producer. She is going to have to give up the producer title, parentheses, or at least all of the power that she had with the title, to stick around for another season. Simply put, the report claims the entrepreneur will be forced to relinquish the power she has off camera if she intends to remain on camera, and will be unable to call any substantial shots in the show, even if she is allowed to retain her executive producer title. And they said videos like these are said to inspire the decision. There's an interview from my girl Kendra over at 107.5 in Chicago, where OG did an interview talking about her experience on Basketball Wives, her life, and everything else. And I watched half of it. It's a lengthy interview. It's an hour and 30 minutes long. But Kendra does a great job of asking all of the questions, getting straight to it, like no fluff, just really talking. Honestly, OG likes to talk. So Kendra was asking the questions, and OG would take it like 5 minutes to give the answer, and which is okay because OG has a lot to say, and I think this is the biggest platform she's been on that to talk about this besides Basketball Wives. Like I said, thatgrapejuice.net posted my video where I said I'm done with Basketball Wives. It was my part 2 of the reunion that has almost 200,000 views. They said that the girls have been seeing us have a conversation about what happened and how we feel about it, and something has to be done. My honest opinion, I knew it was coming. I knew that VH1 was like, girl, these girls are out here on our necks, and we have to throw some sacrificial lamb or something, because these folks, we can't have it. We can't have it. We're already struggling a little bit to get some, you know, some views and some ratings and stuff, and we can't have this large amount of people saying that they're done with the show. And I don't think VH1 was expecting that much. I don't think that VH1 was expecting so, like, the culture was ready to protect and support OG with her colorism claims. Now, I told you all in my video that I don't think it's colorism. I think it is colorism. I also think it's mainly xenophobia. That's why you have Kristen and you know, what is the other girl's name? And Jennifer have not experienced the same thing as OG has, and they're almost the same, you know, skin tone. But it is a mixture of OG's facial features, her customs, and all of that. Like, the way they treated her is like we were back in kindergarten in the 80s using trash rhetoric like African booty scratcher, like stuff like that. They are giving me very much Mean Girls, like you don't have the cute features, and if you do not have them, you need to go get them done like everybody else so you can look more whatever. And I think that's what OG has been dealing with, and I'm glad that she's able to talk about it. I'm glad Kendra provided the space over there. Shout out to them. I think that it's very possible that Shaunie is going to remain on the show, and she's just going to take her producer credit away. I think they're just going to take it away. Now, Shaunie might be a boss and say, you know what, I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. You know, I move on, and I can just get my producer credit. I don't have to be on the show. But Shaunie needs this show. Shaunie needs this show to talk about the other things and projects that she's working on, because these folks use these shows to promote stuff that they're doing, because no one cares about Shaunie O'Neal outside of this. It just is what it is. Nobody cares about Shaunie's new restaurant or new marijuana things that she's doing. Like, nobody cares about these things that she's doing, but she's able to use Basketball Wives to promote whatever project she's working on, and gives her some ample, amplifies her voice by herself. Now, Shaunie, I don't think Shaunie knew what was going on, because Shaunie was on YouTube, she was on Instagram Live talking about that people are too invested in the show. And for the person that's executive producer on the show, how are you going to sit here and tell us that we're too invested in the show? VH1 wants us to be invested in the show. They want us to watch and engage and watch clips and behind the scenes, and engage on VH1.com and see all the stuff. Like, they want us to engage. So what are you talking about? I think you were saying that because you was like, girl, it's not that serious. If you had any brain cells, any significant brain cells in your body, in your brain, Shaunie, you would have known that, girl, this was not a cute look for you. It's just not. And y'all have been forcing Evelyn down our throats for the last 2 years, and we're just not interested. Her show didn't do good. Shaunie, your show didn't good. Honestly, Basketball Wives wasn't even doing good. That's why I got canceled. Y'all moved over to what the new girls had, and then y'all tried to boss and bully them out. So I think that Shaunie's gonna stay on the show, and she's gonna take her producer credit. Now, the thing that makes me nervous is if the producer credit is getting taken away, are we going to be able, like, you can say, well, she doesn't have producer credit, but these folks still gonna respect her because of what they built with her. Are they going to treat Shaunie like any other cast member? That's what I want to see. I want to see the girls drag Shaunie just like Shaunie been dragging everybody else. And Shaunie has been one of the worst executive producers to be on a show. Mariah on Married to Medicine does not do like that. Can you imagine Nene acting like that and saying that, you're not going to be here and thank you for your services? It's such a boss lifestyle type of mess. Like, she can pick and choose who's coming back next season. No ma'am, absolutely not. So Shaunie, you need to relinquish all of your power. They're gonna take it from you anyway, and you just need to be a regular girl. And I hope they hop into your conversations and stuff that you got going on, like you do everybody else. But I think this is a good thing for VH1. I don't think this is exactly what I want, what we deserve, because I feel like VH1 really owes OG an apology, because OG was really experiencing some trash. Like, sis was really experiencing some garbage from these folks. And y'all invited Mark Lamont Hill, and then Mark Lamont Hill to even speak to OG. Now, I've been hearing conflicting reports. Some stuff has been said that, Mark Lamont Hill did a lot of stuff, a lot of other conversations with OG, but it never aired. They said that he sat down and talked to OG, but that never got aired. Now, watching this interview that my girl Kendra had with 103.5 in Chicago, 107.5, my mistake, 107.5 NGCI FM, type it in on YouTube, where she did an interview with OG, and OG said that Mark Lamont Hill was there to do a job. Basically, what the energy that I got from OG is that Mark Lamont Hill was not there to like be non-biased. He came in there with an agenda, and that agenda was to be supporting the cast of the opposite side, which is Shaunie, Evelyn, and all that. And I can honestly tell, because I didn't feel. And then OG revealed that she had a conversation with Mark, and Mark had said, hey, what is going on? I'm not understanding. And OG said she feels like she's been, I can't think of the word that she used, but she said she felt some type of way. And Mark told her, I don't know what that means. And OG said that, that Mark said, well, girl, I haven't graduated from like high school. And Mark is a very intelligent, he's spoken on several platforms about all types of things. He's even educated me on some stuff. I like Mark Lamont Hill. But Mark Lamont Hill, I don't think you're the best. I think that you are strapped for cash a little bit, and that you're taking any odd jobs to be able to pay your bills. And I just don't think this is one of the jobs. You can't be out here advocating for black women and all of these things, and then you got a black dark-skinned woman out here talking about her experience on the show, and you're not holding them accountable. It's just, no ma'am, it's just a conflict of interest. You need to bow out gracefully and just say, girl, I can't do this. This is not my brand. That's the thing with this activist TM, is that some folks call themselves an activist, but it's only when it's beneficial to them. Doing this organizing and activism work and all of that stuff, it's not always good. It's not. Sometimes you're gonna get some blowback, sometimes you're gonna get some backlash, and sometimes you're gonna be threatened. It happens. And girl, I just did not agree with how Mark Hill handled the Basketball Wives reunion, part 1 and part 2, and I think he was a fool to sit down with Shaunie and talk about it, because Shaunie does not understand what colorism is. Colorism is a byproduct of racism. It's a thing of white supremacy. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. It's a global thing. You will see it in China. You will see it in all places. You will see it in India. You will see it, like we see it in the media. Everybody wants to be like the Western culture, which is the United States, and white is right. That's just what it is. That's just what society sees, and anything closer to that is what is considered beauty. And OG is on the opposite side of that. She has a wide nose with big lips. She has African features, and I think she's a beautiful black woman. I love OG. I think she's very articulate. She's long-winded, but I appreciate her for what she was giving and what she was talking about. I did scream watching her interview when she put out that penny and was talking about Abraham Lincoln was for the people. Abraham Lincoln was not necessarily for the people. He did somewhat abolish slavery, but girl, black folks was still messed up around there. So I understand what she was getting, but she put out the penny, and I actually asked about the penny facing a different way in the copper situation, because it's a long story. I don't know if it originated in the South or something, but they said that Abraham Lincoln was facing the opposite way because he didn't agree with them folks. Child, Abraham Lincoln did agree. There's a lot of other conversations about that, but I'm not gonna get into that. Like I said, check out the interview that my girl Kendra did with OG. It's good. Good conversation. OG talked and she explained how she felt, and it makes me side-eye Mark Lamont Hill, because I was really thinking that Mark Lamont Hill did get a chance to show his stuff because they edited it out. But come to find out, OG said she didn't feel like that he was there for her at all. And that's just what it is. So let me know, Shaunie, girl, you about to lose your job. And we love to see it. I'm glad that Shaunie is about to lose her job. I think that Shaunie needs to lose her job, and that needs to be that on that. I don't think it needs to be any type of discussion. I believe the report. I think it is 100% accurate. I think that they are going to do something with Shaunie, because they like VH1, like, girl, we ain't taking the rap for this. You gonna take the rap for it. And Shaunie, you got a big storm coming, girl, and I love to see it. Evelyn, I don't know what you're gonna do, sis. I don't know what you're gonna do, but hopefully you'll find some other story to be able to tell to get your life together. But I enjoyed it. Shaunie's gonna lose her job. I wonder what that looks like on Basketball Wives. I wonder what that looks like with Shaunie losing her job as executive producer if she comes back on the show. I wonder what that's gonna look like. Are they going to get on Shaunie like they get on everybody else? We will see. Let me know what you feel about all of this news. Check out the whole article on thatgrapejuice.net. Shout out to them, and I'll talk to y'all later on tonight. Bye.